Yana, this is case 526 on the calendar in the matter of Reynolds versus Sue Trujillo.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Have a seat.
Whose car was it that was damaged in the parking lot of the restaurant?
It was mine.
Your name is?
Hillary Sue.
What kind of car did you have, sir?
It is a Lexus SC400.
According to the complaint, because you have a counterclaim, you are in charge of the valet service at a restaurant called Buca de Beppo.
That's correct.
Where is that located?
Huntington Beach, California.
And you all went there for dinner?
Yes.
Right.
And when you came out of the restaurant, you were advised that your car was in an accident or something happened to your car?
Yes.
So you went outside, and at some point you contacted Mr. Reynolds.
Yes.
At what time did you receive a call, Mr. Reynolds?
Approximately 11:30 p.m.
Where were you when you received the call?
At home.
Who did you receive the call from?
The restaurant called me, then the valet manager called me, and then Hillary Sue called me, and then Sophie Trujillo called me.
Why did you call him?
Well, what happened at first, when we first came out, we were never notified that the car had been damaged. So what we did is I went into Buca de Beppo's to ask what I could do, because they said they were not liable because they had a valet company that was responsible. So
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
Now, may I please see the damage to the car?
Sure. This is before the accident, this is after.
Now, Mr. Reynolds, you got out of bed, I assume, and went to the restaurant.
I was still up. I'm on call until the restaurant actually closes and the valet's clear.
How long did it take you to get there?
Less than 5 minutes.
Now, jumping to what your claim is, you claim that you were assaulted, your car was assaulted, your suit was assaulted by these people when you got there. So that's your claim. And the defendants say nothing could be farther from the truth. You were really the aggressor. You got there and you were in a foul mood. You wouldn't speak to them. When they tried to speak to you, you assaulted who?
Me.
And
then he grabbed Nico's neck.
So you have a counterclaim. And you
Yes.
have a claim for the damage done to your car.
Yes.
So you got there at approximately 11:35. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Reynolds?
Yes.
And first you spoke to the valet manager?
Yes.
I assume you asked him what happened.
That's correct.
And did the valet manager acknowledge to you that they had somehow damaged Mr. Tsu's car?
No, they did not.
Well, what did the valet manager tell you?
He said that the client had a claim that there was front bumper damage to their car, which they had no knowledge about. They pulled the car up right in front of the restaurant, and the customer said, "My bumper's been damaged."
How long have you been working for this company, sir?
20 years.
And in the 20 years that you've been working for the company, how many times have you responded to situations like this where the valet person says, "Oh, it's my fault. I damaged the car"? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You understand the question? Would you estimate that that happens 50% of the time?
No, less than that.
A lot less.
Very.
Because that's been my experience. That very rarely do the valet people say, "Oh, I acknowledge that I damaged the car. That's the way the car got here." So when you spoke to the valet manager and he said, "I didn't do this to the car," what did you do?
I took the report from Hillary. I took pictures of his vehicle. I exchanged information.
Tell me what information you exchanged.
My business card.
Can I see the business card?
This was given to Hillary. At that point, he said that in... Oh, sorry.
Okay. Did anyone ask you for your insurance?
It's commercial insurance. Yes, Sophie did.
And what did you tell her when she asked for your insurance?
I said, "We do not carry commercial insurance policies around with us. You need to call the insurance agent tomorrow, anytime between 9 to 5 p.m.
And what did she say to you after you said, "You have to call the office, here's my card"?
She became very agitated.
What did she say?
Well, she started threatening me, then hitting my car.
What did she say, is my question.
Well, "Give me your business card," was the first thing she said. And then I was on my way to take pictures of the exit ramp, and that's when she started striking my vehicle.
When you say you were on your way, what did you do? Did you get back into your car?
I was in my car.
What kind of car are you driving?
A Denali, a GMC Denali.
That's a large,
Yeah, large vehicle.
large vehicle. So you didn't get out of the car when you were talking to her. Did you get out of the car when you were talking to Mr. Tsu?
Yes. And then I got in my car to drive around the restaurant. When I was halfway around the restaurant, that's where Mrs. Trujillo stopped my car.
How did she stop your car?
By standing in front of it. And then I rolled down the window, and then she started asking, "What are we going to do about this?" And I said, "I already exchanged information with Mr. Tsu, and that I'm going to go take pictures of the exit ramp. I've already taken pictures of his car, and then we'll connect him to the insurance agent."
Then what happened?
Oh, she started yelling at me, wishing that I would die on the way home. And I said, "Is this conversation over? Because we're not talking anymore." And then she said, "Give me your business card." I gave it to her. And then she started hitting my car.
With what?
Her fists.
Go ahead.
Then I got out of my car, walked around the back, And then that's where the Trujillo and Husu, there were 6 of them, slammed against me, against my car, and assaulted me.
Mr. Tsu did that?
Mr. Su.
What
Sophie,
did he do?
They're all pulling and shoving me.
What did Mr. Tsu do?
It was a mass of hands and people. It was dark, raining. It was just Sophie when I came around. When I got out of the vehicle, it was just Sophie. When I came around, her whole family and friends ran up and started hitting and kicking me.
And then what happened?
There was a bunch of yelling and shouting. The valets came up, helped me get the people off of me. The valet called the police, and the police came and separated us.
Can I see the police report, please?
There was no police report.
Why not?
Because I wanted to press charges for assault, and she wanted to press charges for assault. The police said, we'll both go to jail that night. And I said, oh, I don't need any record of this because for my job, they do background reports. And I said, I was just defending myself. And they said, well, you have to explain that to the judge.
So you chose not to prosecute, therefore there was no police report.
Exactly.
Did you go to an emergency room, sir?
No, I didn't need any.
So that you weren't injured as a result of any of this pushing and shoving?
Not me physically, no.
And the suit that you brought is to show me that your sleeve was pulled out of its socket?
Yeah, they pulled on my sleeve, and they ripped my jacket pocket, which emptied all the contents of my jacket pocket onto the ground, which broke the digital recorder, which recorded the whole incident.
Does it work now?
Yes, it does.
I'd like to hear it.
I never knew at that point that he was recording me. I guess he was
What
recording me.
difference does it make, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You behaved badly.
I never touched him, never, but he pushed me away. That's when my son Nico came in and said, hey, do not touch my mom.
Oh, he put his hands on both of you.
On both of us. And I have pictures here to where he put his hands on my son's neck.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Valet manager Lonnie Reynolds claims Hillary Sue, Sophia Trujillo, and Nico Trujillo owe for an assault and for damage to his car. The defendants are countersuing for damage to Hillary's car. They also claim it was Lonnie who assaulted them.
Is there anything else on here, Mr. Reynolds?
It's just me talking to 911.
Okay. Could you turn this off, please? Okay. Now, Mr. Tsu, are you in any way related to Miss Trujillo?
No, I was working for her.
Now, at the time that this incident happened, you had already received Mr. Reynolds' card. Is that correct?
Yes.
So my question to you, Ms. Trujillo, is why did you get involved in this incident at all?
Your Honor, the reason why I went around was because I had went around because I knew that there had to be a place that they wrecked the car because they kept saying that they did not wreck it. So I did. I walked around the entire building of Buca de Beppo's and I found the location where they hit the dip and damaged the car. So when I came around, that's when he was getting ready to leave. My son called me and he's like, Mom, he's getting ready to leave. He's not going to stay here. And I said, he has to stay so he can talk to me.
No, he doesn't.
But I was trying to make sure that Hillary would get his car taken care of.
It has nothing to do with you. He had already gotten a business card. His car was damaged at the parking lot. Mr. Reynolds acknowledged that to the police.
No, but
Shut!
Okay.
I just heard what you said on the recording. You said his car was damaged by the valet in the parking lot. That's what you said to the police.
That's correct.
Right?
Yes.
Why didn't you acknowledge responsibility to Mr. Tsu? I mean, you know, they've already been eating and drinking for 3 hours. I don't know whether he was drinking. I'm not so sure about Miss Trujillo. I mean, I heard her foul mouth, and I heard her overreacting, and I heard your gait, which would have infuriated me, were at my car, where you say, you modified your car.
Yes.
Which means we're not responsible if you modified your car. That's not what you told the police. You told the police the valet damaged the car, which means you damaged the car. Why didn't you just say that to Mr. Tsu?
I did say that to Mr. Su, that we are not responsible for his car since he modified it, and he needs to speak to the insurance, and they will evaluate it.
But you are responsible.
Not for a modified vehicle.
Who says so?
Almost all insurance policies state when you modify your vehicle, unless you go back and say, we have altered our vehicle to this extent and we'd like additional coverage, they will only cover just a stock car.
Listen to me very carefully, sir. Then you have to teach your valets not to take possession of a modified vehicle. Because once you accept the responsibility of a car, you're responsible not to slam it into a pole or slam it anyplace else. And you didn't equivocate when you said to the police, our valets damaged the car. You didn't say our valets damaged the car, but it was a modified vehicle, therefore we're not responsible. I didn't hear that. I heard what you said to the police, which was, I'm the good guy here. I don't know what happened. Here I am talking in a very quiet tone to people who are a little excited. I don't know why everybody's getting upset. I came here. My valets were responsible for the damage. We're going to take care of the damage. And she just assaulted my car and assaulted me. That's what you said, in effect. The truth of the matter is, Mr. Reynolds, you were passive-aggressive that evening. All you had to do was say, it's our responsibility because once your valets take control of a car, they're responsible. And if they don't want to accept the responsibility of a modified car, and I don't know how it was modified, and I don't care, then they don't accept the responsibility. They say, you'll have to park that car yourself. I've been to Buca di Beppo, not in Huntington Beach, but I've been there. You can either valet park your car or you can park yourself, right?
That's correct.
So you say, we're not accepting responsibility for your car? Park yourself. You chose not to do that. You chose to accept the responsibility for his car, so you're responsible. Now, you behaved badly, Miss Trujillo, but I'm going to hear you.
I did, ma'am, and I apologize.
You behaved badly. Wasn't your business. You had the business card. There's no question in my mind that you hit his car.
Basically what I did when he was coming around, he was going to take off again, and I was close to his car by like the back wheel. So what I did is I hit the back window with my hand, and I did touch his vehicle. I did. And I apologize for behaving the way I did. Unfortunately, I kept asking him, me being a business owner.
What did you want him to do at midnight?
Professionally.
You're absolutely right. He should have done that.
And we would have never had that.
He didn't.
Right.
He didn't. But that doesn't allow you.
Does not allow my language. No, it does not. No. And I apologize.
I want you to tell me what happened when he got out of the car.
So what he did is when he got out of the car, he's like, step away from my vehicle, step away from my vehicle.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And then that's when he got his hands like this. I never touched him, never. My language may have been very bad, and I apologize again, but he pushed me away. And you can hear on the tape, that's when my son Nico came in and said, hey, do not touch my mom. And so Nico's separating me, and he's separating Lonnie.
So he put his hands on both of you?
On both of us. And I have pictures here to where he put his hands on my son's neck.
Can I see that, please?
And also the necklace that he broke off the night that it happened.
Tell me about when you put your hands on his neck, Mr.
It was in
Reynolds.
self-defense, pushing them away from me. If you listen to the tape, you can actually hear them kicking and hitting me if you listen closely.
If they were to hit and kick you, sir, you would have had injuries.
Not necessarily. I was standing between me and the car, pushing these massive people away.
Listen to me. You told me a moment ago that there was just pushing and shoving and no injuries. That's why you didn't go to the hospital. That's why you were injured. There was pushing and shoving. Now you're telling me that there was kicking.
Yes, I had a footprint on my pants.
I don't see any injuries. I see injuries to his neck.
I didn't have any physical injuries to myself.
How did the injuries to his neck happen?
Pushing him away from me and getting him off of me.
Now, when did he come over to you, sir? Before or after you put your hands on his mother?
Before. As I rounded the back of the vehicle is when they got me.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a minute, Mr. Reynolds. I don't believe that he came up to you until you just got out of your car and pushed his mother away. And I think that what happens is, if you put your hands on his mother, he reacts. Is that what happened? Correct. He shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have put your hands on his mother. Touching your car is no excuse for putting your hands on his mother. You didn't hurt her, but you put your hands on her first. How much is it going to cost to fix your car?
We have an estimate here from Lexus. It's $1,847.58.
And I have a counter estimate that shows it's a fraction of that to fix the same vehicle.
From Lexus?
Yes, from Lexus.
Oh, I'd like to see it.
Yes. Here's the pictures of the car, and that's including the aftermarket parts and the stock parts.
I don't know what it means, aftermarket parts.
He modified his vehicle by putting a bumper that hangs real low up front for looks.
Did you do that?
No.
No. You want to know something? I drive a car that has a low bumper, too. It happens not to be a Lexus. Do you know how many times the bumper gets pulled off and cut like this? Twice so far.
I have pictures showing how low his car is to the ground.
I don't care. It doesn't make any difference, sir. I just told you.
Okay.
I just told you. You're responsible. If you don't want to accept cars that are modified, he says he didn't do it. Maybe he bought it that way. Who knows? If you don't want to accept it, train your people not to accept the cars and tell them to park elsewhere. Once you accept a car, you accept it as it is. So, you can't double talk me, Mr. Reynolds. You are legally responsible, and they can take the car wherever they like to have it fixed. This is not an estimate that you just gave me. Lexus estimate is an estimate. And that's about, unfortunately, what it costs for a new bumper. I can tell you that because they tried to get that from me, from my car, till I explained to them that this was the 20th time that it had happened to a car that I knew about. And I said, if you have a design flaw in your car, that's your fault, not mine. Anyway, this is your fault, not his. And you have to take care of it. That's on your counterclaim.
Yes.